Okay, you know you need to be doing some more pulling exercises for your posture, for your spinal health, for your bone health, but you can't do pull-ups and you don't have a lot of gym equipment. I have good news for you. You can do this with a very inexpensive piece. So if you can't do pull-ups, number one, you're not alone. I can do like one or maybe two, and I've been working out my entire life. There are other options to strengthen your back besides getting out and doing a whole bunch of pull-ups. My very favorite thing to use is what I call loops. Now everybody has different names for these, but I call these loops. They're like big rubber bands. They're maybe about 12 inches in diameter and 1.5 inches or so wide. And these are fantastic for providing resistance. They typically come in packages of 5, so you can choose what works for you and progress or modify it to make it work for you. So I'm just choosing this one for today. Different colors mean different resistances with different brands, so just choose the one that works best for you. I'm gonna go show you 3 exercises that you can do with loops to strengthen your back. The first is take your hands and put it right through the loop, so your palms are facing down. Take both elbows and pull it back, squeeze your shoulder blades and release. You'll do this about 15 times. What you want to focus on is squeezing those shoulder blades back and coming back nice and controlled. The second movement actually starts the same way with your hands through the loop about at shoulder height, and I want you to pull your shoulder blades back and down. You're not hunching over and you're not doing, I don't know, people do weird things. Just take your shoulder blades back and down. Your arms are mostly straight. You're gonna keep one arm mostly straight, don't lock it out, and the other arm you're going to pull back and then release. So you are actually getting a bit of a challenge even on that supporting arm as you are stabilizing it. Bending the elbow, keep it up at shoulder height as you release. We're not coming down here and we're not coming up here. Right at shoulder height and then back, and then obviously make sure that you are doing the same thing on the other side. Now you can see that this band has worked its way to the front of my knuckles of my supporting arm. You can either do that or you can let it go back, whatever works for you. For the third motion, it's actually going to be very similar. However, we're going to start low. So hands are through the loop, taking it down, keeping your stabilizing arm mostly straight. And now we're going to pull up and bring that elbow up in a diagonal and then releasing back down. We have an enormous amount of space in our back, and we have a lot of muscles from the bottom of our neck to our lower back. We want to pull in a lot of different directions, so we are activating those muscles all up and down. I'm just doing a few for demo, but when you incorporate this into your rhythms, I recommend doing 10 to 15 on each side. And again, maintaining control. I just noticed that I kind of popped and bungeed back for the last one. So maintain control. Watch your wrists when you're doing all of these, by the way. When you're pulling back, keep that wrist neutral. Don't let it pop up. So the other thing too that we're doing is we are helping to strengthen our wrist and keeping that strong so it can stabilize us. We don't want to train it to be pulling it back. Range of motion is fine, but I want you for this movement, or any of them really, to keep a nice neutral wrist as you move. Incorporate those 3 in this very simple and inexpensive, what I call toy with these loops, and you will be on your way to strengthening your back for better posture, better bone health, and better spine health.